MMA fans have probably seen viral videos of Joe Rogan showing off his incredible kicks, which literally sound like gunshots. At the age of 50, he's still in incredible shape. He's been in love with MMA, especially UFC, from its early days. And from fans to fighters, he's respected by everyone in the MMA world. His opinions are very much valued because his knowledge about the fight game is second to none. But just because he knows the sport inside out, does that also mean that he can fight? Stay on to learn about Joe Rogan's fighting skill. Joe Rogan Fighting Experience. Although Joe Rogan has shown a lot of interest in various fight games, he has never professionally fought as a mixed martial artist. His interest in the sport makes fans wonder about his toughness. Well, Joe Rogan has been a 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu black belt holder, and also a black belt in the GI. He has been an expert in striking as well as in grappling. When Joe was in his 20s, he was a full-contact 4-time Taekwondo state champion and competed in kickboxing, where he ended his career with a record of 2-1. His black belts in Jiu-Jitsu and GI prove that the dude is no joke on the mat. Plus, his records in Taekwondo and his fights in kickboxing also prove that he could be vital in the octagon with such a fight combination background. Joe quit fighting because the constant blows to the head were giving him headaches, and to not make that worse, he let go of his dream of competing professionally. Joe Rogan's obsession with mixed martial arts. It's no secret that Joe Rogan is obsessed with mixed martial arts. When he does commentary, his passion really shows, as he breaks down the fights so that the fans can understand what's really going on in the octagon from a tactical point of view. He has been witnessed practicing many different mixed martial arts styles. With experience in Taekwondo and kickboxing, Joe has also practiced Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Rogan's love for MMA made him learn various styles. He explains, "Mixed martial arts is my hobby, and I will continue to practice it even though I don't fight professionally." There is a rare footage of Rogan expressing himself as a fighter. His footage of practicing Muay Thai has been highly ranked by the spectators because of his sharp movements. He doesn't have an official rank in Muay Thai, but you could clearly witness something special in videos. He definitely is very skilled with his elbows, setups, trips, and devastating kicks. Because Joe has been a Taekwondo fighter previously, his kicks have transitioned incredibly well into Muay Thai. Obviously, practicing it regularly would have also made it better, but Taekwondo helped him to master them in less time. From the footage on YouTube, you could notice that his kicks are almost perfect with devastating power. We have seen and talked about how Joe could be really good at striking. Let's talk about his ground game. People might want to know that because Joe is also good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. His Jiu-Jitsu instructor, John Duck Machado, mentioned on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast that Rogan was really strong, and it was hard to sweep. He also mentioned Joe Rogan as the real deal because his rolling and wrestling willingness is impressive. Fitness, nutrition, knowledge, and lifestyle. Any sport requires a certain discipline. A professional sportsman is a combination of a healthy diet, a minimum of 8 hours of sleep, and the willpower to stay away from bad habits. But make no mistake about it, Joe is right at it. Joe has a rule of sleeping 8 hours a day. His day is full of obligations and responsibilities, but he never sacrifices his health. His day starts with alkaline water and a little pink Himalayan salt to hydrate and prepare for the intense workout ahead, and with coffee to get rid of hunger. Rogan works out in a state of fasting. Also, the viewers of the podcast know that he loves lifting. Plus, he discusses its physical and mental benefits thoroughly. He has a gym at home where he spends up to 3 hours a day working out. After smashing a crazy workout, Joe would break his fasting with a piece of meat with egg on the side and a smoothie. It could be different as well, depending on what he feels like eating. Joe likes to hunt. His Instagram is full of wild games where he hunts animals. In the evenings, after finishing his podcast commitments, he would head home for dinner, which is going to be a piece of meat, preferably elk, with steamed vegetables. Occasionally, he also enjoys McDonald's Filet-O-Fish after the show. Joe usually does not have bad habits. He has been seen smoking weed once in a while on his podcast, but he is always talking about the benefits of it. So, it might be working well for him because there is no secret that he is always in great shape and does not have any medical, physical, or mental problems. Possible limitations to fighting professionally. At this point, it would be out of the question if he ever thinks about fighting again. And many people believe that he is too old for the sport. He is super fit for his age, considering his work ethic and discipline. But you have to be on another level to compete professionally in mixed martial arts with young guns who are hungry to make a name for themselves. With that being said, many fighters believe that he would have been a serious threat to the fighters if he was competing in his prime days, the days when he was winning state championships in Taekwondo. He has shown his fighting skills at various points, and one could clearly see that Joe has a serious fighting background. However, Joe Rogan is doing really well for himself. He is one of the highest paid comedians in the world and makes around $17.3 million per year. His versatility is on another level. There are many things Joe is good at, and without a doubt, fighting is one of those. Joe Rogan has been knocking out professionals before, and there is a high amount of possibility that Joe could have definitely given a tough time to the beasts of the previous era. Maybe he didn't compete in UFC because there wasn't much money involved in the game at the time. The sport was growing and UFC was in its infancy days. But the man definitely had it in him. With that much versatility and a wide skill set, he could have been a force to reckon with. Do you believe that if Joe Rogan had pursued fighting as his career, he would have been one of the legendary fighters in MMA? Let us know what you think Joe's career would have been like. Let us know by commenting in the section below. If you're enjoying our content and want to see more, be sure to leave a like before subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.